Hey guys, PepperAmmy here. Today we are making jerky. Now we're not just making any jerky, we are making chicken jerky. And on top of that, we are making two different flavors, Fajita and Cajun. Now for this, I'm using roughly 400 grams of chicken breast for each flavor. And to make it easier, whilst you are making the spice mixes, place the chicken in the freezer for about 30 minutes. This just makes it much easier to cut. Now, as always, all ingredients will be listed in the description below. Now, for the fajita spice mix, you will need 1 teaspoon of cayenne powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of cumin, depending on how much you like cumin, 1 teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. And then for the Cajun spice mix, all you need is 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of cayenne, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of dried basil, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, half a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of pepper. Now the ingredients are quite similar, which is why I'm kind of doing these recipes together, as you can basically get all of them at the same time. Now you want to combine the two spice mixes together in two separate bowls, obviously, and then remove the chicken from the freezer and slice into roughly 5 to 6 millimeter thick slices. Now you can also go a bit thicker if you do so choose, but this will just take a bit longer to dry. Now once your chicken is sliced, coat the chicken strips in the seasoning mixes, keeping separate so you know which flavour is which. Unlike beef jerky, before dehydrating we need to cook the chicken through. To do this, just simply spread the chicken slices out and place on a baking sheet or baking tray and cook it 180 degrees Celsius or 370 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes until cooked through. Then remove from the oven, blot dry with paper towels and place on your dehydrator sheets, making sure they are not touching and they are in a single layer. Now as the drying process goes on, you may need to also blot away extra moisture or fat from the chicken. Now you want to set your dehydrator to 70 degrees Celsius or 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Place your cooked chicken in and let it dry for 6 to 8 hours depending on the thickness of your slices of chicken. And once dried, your chicken should be able to bend but not snap. Now you want to let the strips cool and then either eat them straight away or store in an airtight container. But if you are going to make this, you will also probably see why jerky is so expensive. Now I put in around about 800 grams of chicken and it turned to roughly 260 grams of chicken jerky. Now I really want to make other jerkies in the future, as I now have a new dehydrator with a temperature control that I can actually, in my opinion, safely do meats at, as my old dehydrator didn't have a thermostat to it. Now if you do want to see more dehydrator related projects, let me know down below. I do have some planned anyway, so if there are other ones that you wish to see, let me know. But that does it for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know with a like and a comment down below. If you are new here, feel free to subscribe. It's free and you get weekly cooking videos. And I will see you all again next week. Thanks for watching. Now, unlike beef jerky, before dehydrating, we will need to thoroughly cook this chicken through. To do this, just spread the slices out on a baking sheet or baking tray and cook it 180 degrees Fahrenheit. No, we don't.